Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial in a, universal time in Roblox. So a lot of my friends don't really know how to play this game, so I'm mainly making this for them. But if anybody else needs a tutorial, this is for them too. Um so basically so this is actually probably going to be a pretty long video. So first I'm going to explain items. So around the map in certain areas, there are many areas where you can learn them, and you're most likely going to learn them if you play this game a lot. Items can spawn, and like this is a roca fruit. You eat this to remove your ability, and then like this over here, this is an arrow. You use this to awaken your stand. Um, you so there are different rarity of items. I don't really know the official rarities. They're like B, C, D tiles, stuff like that. But I'm just gonna rate them off of like off of my own experience of how real I think they are. Um, there's common items, which are things such as arrows, banknotes, and roca fruits. I'm not gonna go over every item because honestly, I haven't found every item. There are uncommon items that are things like, dank, dank diaries, dank diary, dank diaries, things like normal, I'm trying to think of what else might be uncommon. There are, sorry, my brain's kind of holding. Uncommon items are things like, why can't I think of them? It's like things like dank diaries, just items that are uncommon. Then there are like rare items. Rare items are things like holy bones. Um, so holy bones, Dio diaries, holy diaries. And then there are also legendary items. Legendary items are things like sans bones, chara soul, normal souls, stuff like that. I mean, wait, no, not normal souls. Gastel masks, stuff like that. You can view all of the items like num like little tile rarities in the Discord server of this game. I may link it in the Discord if I remember. So those are items. I'm gonna go over some of the basic uses for items. Banknotes, which are these, they're pretty common. You walk into items to pick them up. You hold it and you click the money notes. They're banknotes in a different game, so I'm just gonna call them. You gain 2,500 per notes. Um, dude, I'm literally. Okay, so then there were also basic uses for basic items. The roca fruit, you use it to remove your item. It's like, let's say you get a really bad stand, you can you can change it using that, and then you just have to get another arrow. Um, like items like the souls. A lot of newer players don't know what these do. So there were 7 souls. I currently have 5. Um, so 5 of them are bravery, kindness, perseverance, justice, patience. Um, the last one, the 6th one that I need is bravery. Um, so those are all of the souls. The last soul is Chara heart. I mean, no, not Chara heart. The normal heart, also known as determination. That's really rare. So I believe that every 1 hour, there's a 2.5% chance that a determination soul will spawn, which honestly is really rare. Um, and then so you use those. So once you get all 7 of the souls, you can we can bring them over here to the beach. I'm actually gonna activate my mode real fast, so I'm not so slow. I was saving it because I don't really need to go fast. I just want to heal. Bruh, that guy just got clapped. While there's this zombie, I'm gonna quickly explain what zombies are. So every 10 minutes, this is a temporary event. So depending on when you're watching this, they might not be a thing. Well, that's really loud. I'm gonna die from this. Why am I not? What is happening? Oh my god, that's such bullshit. Um, um, so. So every 10 minutes in game, you can view the time up here. There's a certain amount of them spawn. It's not like there's a chance they spawn. No matter what, every 10 minutes in game, a random number of them spawn. I don't know out of how many. The most I've had spawn at once is 4. So I assume it's like 5 or something to like pleasure people's OCD. Um. Also, so they do have a decent amount of health, as you can see. It's taken me a decent amount of time to kill them, even with the revamped MUI. Um, so when you kill them, a thing appears in the chat that says your name is system, and then you currently have a number and then kills. That tells you how many kills you have. Um, depending on how many um, so every 100 kills, you get 1 shard. So once you get 300, once you get 3 shards, you can exchange them for 1 legendary item. So like a Dragon Ball, which you use on Hammond to get my ability. You could get a Chara Heart, a Determination Heart, a Sans Bone, stuff like that. Um, and once you get those, you say exchange in the exclamation mark exchanged, and it shows and it exchanges, but it also shows how many fragments you have. I just remembered that I was saying what you do with the souls. So once you get all 7 of the souls, you can come over here, and then you can talk to this guy, and he gives you it. A quick note on that deletes your current stand that you have on, and it replaces it with that one. That's Gastel. It used to be the best stand in game, but after the revamp, I honestly think MUI is on pill with it. Um, so, next, I'm gonna explain, different, like, stands and, like, what the rarities, and I'm also gonna explain the menus. Actually, I'm gonna explain the menus first. Okay, Jesus, corpse spots. I just realized I could get demonetized by saying that. Please don't demonetize me. That's an item in the game. It's I guess it is kind of graphic and it's bad. But, so please don't demonetize me, YouTube. Um, so basically, so so I'm gonna go over the menus now. So you can press M, and it brings up this menu. You can press it again to make it slide right back. It says the name of the game. It tells you current ability, the stats. Just that you know, the stats don't really mean much at all. Cause like so my friend's stats, his over there, I don't know what it says, but it's not his actual stats. Like the Snatchel, which is a really real and good stand, it says F for every stat, which is completely not true. There's like one stand that has like Uwu and Uwu and stuff for its stats. Right here is your amount of money. Then also on the top left, is menu. You can click that and opens up your bank. The bank is the full section. You start out by default having 3 things. So when you pick up an item, you do not lose it if you die, but if you leave the game, it is gone. Also one quick thing with arrows and fruits, they do randomly get deleted from your inventory unless you have them in your bank. So by default, you have 3 bank spaces, which a lot of people don't even try to get gas store because they're like, "What the heck? I need 7 souls? What happens if my game crashes and I lose the ones I have? I'm not able to store." Well, as you can see, I actually have 6. You can buy these 3 here for 500,000 each, which can be a lot, but I think it is worth it if you have the money to do it. And there are 3 more that you can get by buying a Game Pass, the more storage Game Pass. So to store items, you just want to hold the item in your hand, and then you just click on what slot you want to store it in. To take them out, you just got to click on what slot you want to store them in without holding any item. It can be kind of glitchy, so I just recommend spam clicking. If you're clicking on the GUI, you won't accidentally use the item. The next GUI section is gangs. This doesn't really do anything unless you are in a gang, unless you want to make a gang. So I hope that saying gang won't demonetize me. There's just so many things that demonetize you on YouTube nowadays. So you can you can click and type in here what you want your name to be. I can't change mine because I already made a gang. You can put your description in here. You can put your logo ID in here. Some games you what the heck? Oh, that happens when your GUIs are loading. It says that instead of the number. I don't know why it just does. But so some games like Blocks Fruits, you have to insert the entire link to the image. But this, you just insert the ID. You don't do anything with this. Just tells you who created it. And you need 10 million cash, which can actually be pretty hard to earn. I wasn't really trying to earn it. I just earned it. Because I didn't have anything to spend it on. Um, 10 million cash is actually the maximum amount of cash you can have right now. Once you have 10 million, you can't own anymore. So once you create one, you have this above your inventory, and you'll rank as boss. To invite people to your thing, you say exclamation point invite, and then the username. You actually you actually don't have to say the entire username in this game. When doing commands involve somebody's username. It just the closest person who matches what you say it works. So like let's say I'm trying to invite somebody called Nuggets. I could just say, since nobody else in my server has N in their username, I could, for the start of the username, I could just say invite N, and then that would send them invites. And then if you got invited to a gang, you just say exclamation mark join to accept the invites. And then you can demote and promote people. I'm not sure what that does. I believe that probably can allow people that can I believe that can let them invite people to your gang. So if you want a lot of people to, oh rip, Mr. Has been continuing to try to get a good stand, and he keeps on getting that. To promote people, you just say exclamation mark promote. In this game, you use exclamation mark for all commands unless you're admin and you're doing admin commands. And then the username just like before. To demote, you do the same thing but with demote. To to do to kick people, you just say kick. Actually, I believe that's true. I'm gonna quickly check. I don't wanna. Whenever I press F11 to zoom out, it kicks makes me stop recording. So I'm actually gonna be I don't want to accidentally forget that I have multiple files. So I'm gonna quickly check on my Chromebook. While I'm loading this up, I'm gonna explain what what the settings icon is, and what they do. Um oh um So the game sound, you just turn that off to make no sound in the game. Music sound, to turn off music besides emote things. Damage gang, you turn that off to make it so that you can't damage other members of your gang. With my ability MUI, it currently does not that currently I still can damage people in my gang even with it off, because all the moves are brand new and they'll being revamped. So I assume they haven't done the scripts to make it so that works yet. The empty slots, of course, they do nothing. Potato mode, I believe that changes your graphics to really trash. Like nothing has any textures. Like there probably isn't any bloom. It basically just makes your graphics really bad, so you have less lag. In the in, cooldown indicator, it basically when you move. Oh, actually, it does not work with. Oh wait, no, it does. It shows how much time you have left until you can use a move again. It can enable trading to make it so you can trade with people. To trade, you just say exclamation mark trade in the chat, and then the first part of somebody's username, and that trade stands. To trade items, you say trade item, and then somebody's username. To give an item, you say give item, and then somebody's username. So those are some of the basic commands. For some reason, my Chromebook is like dead inside. Like it just will not load up Roblox. What is happening? What did you guys do to my Chromebook? Um, Camera shake. Bravery is the last tool I need, so I'm asking him if I can have it. You can show on camera shake off to make it so you don't have your camera shaking, which can be pretty dizzying. Pose volume doesn't actually work right now. Besides this, you can disable your pose volume. Oh wait, no, oh wait, yeah. But you would normally just insert a number from sometime in between, and that would normally fix it. What? Okay, I had the volume off, so I didn't make that. Yeah, Roblox will not load for me, so sorry about the whatever I was gonna tell you. Oh yeah, the kick commands. If I remember, I'll put them on the screen, but this is a long video, so I may forget. Um, next I'm gonna showcase Dio because he happened to spawn. Wait, no, he's laughing. So I don't know how much time, but like I think it's random. Dio spawns every certain amount of time. It actually might be every hour, but I think that's a bit of a stretch. Um, so after he spawns, he's a pretty hard boss. You basically just have to kill him, kind of like the zombies. Um, and when you kill him, he drops a random amount of money notes. And honestly, it is a decent amount. I don't actually know the maximum. You can actually get a ton from it. And a random item, there is a small chance it's actually not common much at all that he doesn't drop any item. So it can be. I think it can actually be any item that's more real. I think the most common item is a camera that he can drop. So he could actually drop a Dragon Ball, but I've never gotten that. The best item I've gotten him to drop before is a is a is a I think it's actually the Holy Diary is the best thing, which isn't that great. I just don't really farm them that much. I just don't really because he just doesn't really spawn that much. He's kind of real. So I'm gonna quickly kill him, and then I'm gonna see what I get. I might get lucky. If it's something like a Dragon Ball, I'm probably gonna give it to one of these people in here because they like literally don't stop begging me to help them get it. Honestly, I do give offense to I do mean offense on them because I really want them to stop. No matter how many times I ask them to stop spamming me with ads in the Discord, they just keep on begging me. They keep on begging me for to help them get good stuff like this. But so if it's something like that, I'm probably gonna give it to them so they just stop begging me 24/7. Oh my goodness. But so also another thing about the Dio boss is when like the screen goes dark like this, he activates something called time stop. Certain stands can do that. It basically makes anybody who does not have immunity or doesn't have a stand with time stop, they can't move. During that time, you can also go and attack them, and after time stop you take no damage, no knockback, nothing while that's happening. Different abilities have different lasting time stop. Um, like after the time stop ends, after time stop ends, you you take all the damage and knockback. I was literally just gonna ask him if he could give me it now. So now all you need is the halt, and then I can get Gastel back. Honestly, I would have been able to kill this guy faster, but I just kind of been goofing off. I haven't really actually. Oh, nice. Oh wait, never mind. That's not nice. He dropped one money and 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 a vampire mask. The vampire mask is pretty common. You use it to get vampire, to get calls. So now I'm gonna explain some of the stands and powers you cannot get. You cannot get normally using a stand arrow. So some you need real items. So let's go for stands, say. You need to get the shadow stand, which you buy up here at the shop. Oh, nice! I just found a deal diary. You can get that. You buy it for 2,500,000 right here. 2,500,000. And then you use the Sans Bone, which is an insanely rare item. I think it's even rarer than than the Dragon Ball. To get mine, you buy you need to buy Hammond from here for 50,000, and you use a Dragon Ball on it, and then you get this. To get Gas, I already showed you that you need to get all the souls. Um, to get there are just too many. I don't even know how to get all of them. Those are really good Trello for this game that gives you like all the information. And then I'm gonna explain some good ways to earn money. So the main way to earn money, I don't I don't I don't think this is against the rules. If it is, it's not in any of the rule lists as far as I've seen. But you can click this to sell items, and you can sell any of the items here. You can't sell every item, so you don't want to X out of it. You just want to run around, pick up every item you find, and then just and just sell them right away. So it's actually really easy to farm money that way. That's how I earn most of my money. Um, so I'm trying to figure out what else like there was to say. With this guy here at middle, you can store your stands and abilities in them. I used to have more. I had a lot of good stands, but I had to give away because I don't want any of them. So every time you want to store a stand, then he'll take a stand out. It costs 5,000 cash. You start it with only 3 storage slots. You can buy it's kind of similar to the bank. You can buy more storage slots, but for 1,000,000 each instead of 500,000 each. Um, and there's also these 3 which you can unlock with a different game pass. And then what else is there that I can showcase that you might need to know? Um. I believe I already talked about the zombies. I think I pretty much explained everything. For the information I didn't say about like all of the items and like everything is rarity, I'm gonna leave the link to the Trello in the description because that is really useful. That's what I use to get all of my information. Um, I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna quickly go over all of the spawn locations as far as I know of. Money spawn differently than normal items, so any item can spawn at any spawn location whenever they spawn. What? So I'm gonna go over the money and items separately. So right now I'm gonna go over the item spawn location. So one location is here. One location is right here. Another is there. Another is there. Another is right here. There was a location. By the way, I may not get all of them because there's a lot of them. Another location is there. One right there. That's where I found a deal diary earlier. When they all, one can spawn heal, one can spawn, they all, heal, heal, over there, right there at the beach, and also heal. I believe that's it, but I'm not certain. Money spawn locations, I'm not really gonna go over them because there are like a ton of them. The ones that you can see on my screen, though, the glowing green thing, those are some of those spawn locations. I'm gonna quickly. There's one last thing before I end the video. Stand tile lists. Stand and stands all and palos all basically the same thing, but at the same time completely different. They're both palos, but people count them separately. Things like this are called specs. Um, specs, I don't really actually know what that stands for. Things like this are stands. They're from the JoJo and Bizarre Adventure animes. There are some stands all in the anime. So stands are things that are like other people who like floats behind your back. They can be pretty much anything, but they'll often, most of the time, they take the shape of another like humanoid creature. Um, so they have they have tile lists. So this is going from worst to best. D, wait, A B C D. Well, I'm not good at my ABC. I'm just not smart. D, C, B, A, and S, I believe. I think there's also a S plus. With the so S plus is the best, going down is the worst. Um, so the tiles are not based off of how good they are. There could be a S plus tile that's trash. Um, this is a S plus tile. At least, so I'm a bit confused. So there was one tile. There's like 20 tile charts in the Trello. Like I don't know which ones are right or not, and they all have different ones. And like two of them, this is a S plus, and then the others it's a S, but there is no S plus section. So I think that the ones with S plus are new ones. So I think this is actually S plus. The tiles go off of rarity, like how hard they are to get, not power. There's also an item rarity, which I'm not gonna put any screenshots of the rarities because I'm gonna leave a link to the Trello. So I think that's about it. This video is like getting pretty close to 30 minutes long. Wow, this is like the longest video yet besides those gameplay videos which nobody wants to talk about, not even me. So remember to like and subscribe. Shoutouts to these guys to not killing me over and over again when I'm trying to do this showcase. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!